Caution. The enemy is approaching.
Okay, so we have all that now. There is a drone hanging around this building which I do want to take out because the drone remains would be awesome for a turret, which I can build with the materials that it will drop. That way is for gear and where I need to go, but we'll check out this path first. Nothing over here. Perfectly fine. Now, I've got to wait for this drone to come up, maybe. Whew. Yeah, well the drone doesn't want to pop out. Doesn't really matter. The gun turret would have been nice, but it's not necessary. Okay, so what do we have here? Search for survivors. Oh my god, why is this infantry just popping around like this? It's scaring me, dude. Especially considering that means I have to kill a lot of dudes to get where I need to now. Oh, I thought that was a... Wait, is that a... pilotable Wanzer? Doesn't look destroyed. Okay, we've got some more gear. Ooh, drone remains. Yes, that's perfect actually. 5, okay. That's okay for now. Quickly suss out this, just see if there's anything around. Like, I mean, come on, why couldn't you be active? Finding another one of these sniper rifles would be pretty neat as well. I could take out, what, at least 5 guys. Which would be pretty handy if you look at the street. While this guy's searching, I'm going to move off to the side real quick and equip that electronic bolt. And I could maybe even make some more.
Caution.
I mean, quickly
The enemy is approaching.
put this on something. Oh wow, you are really going out wide, aren't you?
Caution. The enemy is approaching. Caution. Close quarters
Why did you not
weapon
take
damage worsening.
death from that? Okay, those infantry are coming this way, I need to back up. Look at that, look at that. There's a melee attack and I knocked him down, and the AI still wants to ping me from that far away. I think that's very unfair of the game to do. But I guess I don't really have that much control. Like, look at this. Look how far away he is, but he's still coming after me. That 100% means though that... Look at this. Look at these infantry over here. Oh, and that's an elite dude, isn't it? And there's a tank now patrolling.
Caution.
Great!
The enemy is approaching.
Now see, at least with a sniper rifle I could one-hit these guys. I don't think I'm going to be able to get Survivor out, depending on his route. KIA beacon, or is that a medium backpack? Yes, perfect. Glad I came over here now. It's exactly what I needed. Hey buddy, let's find out what you need.
Are you alright? You should get out of here, quickly. What about her?
Emilia is dead. My wife, she protected me. Why? Why is this happening?
It wasn't your fault. There's nothing you can do. I don't know how to play this. Once again, it's one of those things where the people are in a bad state. Should get out of here. His wife just died. There's nothing you can do. It wasn't your fault. Let's go with this. Try
It
and
wasn't
reassure
your
him.
fault. I know you're suffering, but it's too dangerous to stay here. You have to leave.
I know that, but I don't want to leave her here like this.
Her sacrifice will have been in vain if you end up dying
Good
too.
point.
I know it sounds heartless, but that's the only option you have right now.
I remember you.
Ooh, what?
You're Olga Kalinina. You used to be a Wanzer pilot in the Garmonian army. I used to work for the Garmonian army's PR division. I interviewed you when you became
Oh,
a pilot.
nice.
Oh, yes, that's right, you did.
I heard about it when you left the army, after your daughter died.
Why are you bringing that up? Please, I don't want to talk about that. I want to learn more personally. But it's wartime, but it's a story-based game, so let's find out. What?
Why do you want to talk about that right now? That was so long ago.
It was terrible. The army and civilians fighting all over the city, killing your daughter and so many others. Once you left the army, I really worried if you'd ever recover. And here you are, a Ruthenian police officer. Tell me, how did you do it? How did you get over her death?
I couldn't protect anyone. I didn't get over it. Whew. You carry that with you forever. So,
Just listening to you talk about what happened is bringing all that pain back to the surface. That pain is always there. Always. I've never gotten over it. But still, as long as I'm alive, I want to do whatever is in my power to make the world around me better than I found it.
I'm sorry I reopened old wounds. Maybe I'll try things your way. Even if all I can do right now is grieve.
Subject of protection registered. Lead the way to the shelter.
okay, so I'm actually having a very difficult time with this one because I keep getting shot through a truck by a tank, which shouldn't happen. Which shouldn't happen at all. So what I'm trying to do instead is use Molotov cocktails to stun lock the enemies, get them in a big patch, and then kill them with fire damage and some explosives. It really seems to be the only way for me to deal with these guys, because if I trigger them in a gunfight or get seen, it's just over for me, and it's very, very frustrating.
Caution. The enemy is approaching.
So if I can get all these guys nice and neatly tidied up, without that one guy looking at me,
Caution. The enemy is approaching.
that'd be pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Okay, so there's 4 of them. All nice and neat. Okay, let's get you in there. Okay, now that's like 4 of them down, as soon as they all get up, we're going to repeat that process.
Caution. The enemy is approaching. Caution. The enemy is approaching.
Okay, so that guy's
Caution.
over there. He's
The
just
enemy is
chilling,
approaching.
and I think he sees me. So what I need to do is I need to get all of these guys once again.
Caution. The enemy is approaching.
As you can tell, I'm actually running out of devices to throw.
Enemy troop deployments have changed. Transmitting information to your device. Caution. The enemy is approaching. Enemy troop deployments have changed. Transmitting information to your device. Warning. There are multiple enemies in the vicinity. The enemy is on high alert. Caution. The enemy is approaching. 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 Caution. The enemy is approaching.
Yeah, this is fun.
Caution. The enemy is approaching. Caution. The enemy is approaching.
Can I make any more grenades? I've had to use like a shit ton just then, and I really don't have much left. Can't even make some of them. Can't make any of them. Can I make anything? I can make some explosive bolts, which is fine, but I need to equip them now. Okay, so there's a tank now and one dude between us and the objective with some dudes at the back here. I can get away of not triggering them, but my god, man. It's just, look how dumb this is. This is like probably in a high alert area now, obviously. Yep. And I've pulled so many infantry from their locations, so I use so many materials as well. So what do we got? Smoke grenade, some ammo. That guard, he isn't even looking at the moment. So what I can do is I can maybe nuke him from far away. Like that. And keep doing that until he's dead, and then that should be absolutely everyone that can get between me and this guy. Safety. But, oh, how many materials have I used? That is a question. Okay, well, he's dead. And I've learned a valuable lesson of materials are necessary to make a lot of devices. Because that was about 7 minutes of just me chucking grenades continuously. Yeah, so that wasn't fun. But hey, look on the bright side, I saved some ammo for a weapon encounter when I actually need it, so there's that. Gotta wait for this tank now to go on its travel path, which is going to take quite a long time. So with that being said, I'm going to slide back here because these tanks have quite a considerable detection range. And just play the waiting game, really, because that tank needs to get all the way up here and then come back. But what I can do, I reckon, is I can go here, watch the tank move up, and when it starts to move, just get him to move, and then I can go straight up here, up to the save point, and trigger the mission. Oh sweet, he is turning. Now, as long as this infantry doesn't turn around, he can make it out of here safely. And I desperately need to save after that, because that was pretty much just ridiculous. So that tank should be out of detection range in 1 moment. And let's go group up with this guy and make sure he goes in safely after we just killed pretty much an entire garrison worth of infantry. You are very lucky, man. Very lucky. Although your wife died, so yeah. Investigate the enemy's movements. Didn't I already... Oh wait, no, it's just telling me to go to this one now. Perfect. So let's go save, because that took a long time. And then we can do the story mission. Wow. My electric fence is still here as well. Actually, how do I get out of here? Could wait for that tank to pass. I have killed all the infantry that was out here now.
Caution. The enemy is approaching.
Yep, there's another tank now. Okay. I could go back for that shotgun now, actually, I reckon. I don't need it. But... no, I'm not going to go for it. I know where it is. And I don't think this gear is reobtainable if I go into a different area. So that's fine. But in the meantime, I need to... maybe... do I have any more cans? Or do those cans get destroyed by the continuous... use? Okay, so then, how am I going to do this? Maybe smoke grenade?
Caution. The enemy is approaching.
Okay, there we go. So that's that combat ignored by using 2 smoke grenades. The smoke grenades in this game aren't really well explained, so I just chucked them as is and hoped that would cover my escape. So I'm going to take the sledgehammer, because I believe the sledgehammer is going to do more. I'm going to take all of my grenades that I can. Actually, I just grabbed everything just then by accident. So, let me put away some of these. Get rid of 8. Get rid of some painkillers. Take the armor. Explosives. Now, I think I'll put some EMP grenades in here. Yep, so I'll take away 1. The durability on that is pretty high. That is lower, so I'm going to toss that away. And then I'll grab this stuff. Get rid of the explosives, some sensors. And we'll craft some stuff and then save it, and then we'll move on to the actual story mission. Oh, did I pick up the submachine gun? That's why I have too much weight. Actually, I could... no, I'm going to get rid of that because I don't want it on me. Okay, now we can make some more stuff. I do have the sledgehammer though, which is a lot more damage, which should hopefully kill these enemies a lot quicker because they have a considerable amount of health, even when I do the melee attacks. Whew. Okay, so what do we have? Wire traps are handy, electrical wire traps are handy. Did I use batteries? Oh, I'm not even building it. So I can't actually build anything. They use fuel cells. So I want to use them to make auto turrets from now on. Auto turrets don't use up ammunition and they can do some significant damage. But at the moment, we're going to go with this. I am going to equip the sledgehammer because the sledgehammer is just, I think, necessary. And she looks badass doing it. So, I'm going to save and then start moving on.